You're
Yo, I said it, yo.
Club 835. It's crazy. Of course, watching the football game during the wrestling show we make every week, 8:35 Thursday nights. YouTube.com/Black Rasslin. Saw a whole headbutt. I don't know who the Yami quarterback is, but it was. I mean, there. I don't want to say the one dude's name. It was a what was Davey Boy Smith? Dynamite Kid. It was a Dynamite Kid diving headbutt into the quarterback.
Filthy move. Sounds like a filthy move.
If only they score some points. How you doing, brother? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. It's been an interesting and just weird week.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
It's been a week, and it's a good. You can say it's been a week because it is Thursday.
I did some cool stuff yesterday. So I had one thing scheduled.
Okay.
And that didn't happen. Right? I still don't know why it didn't happen. It didn't happen, right?
Been there.
In the midst of shout out to everybody in the chat.
Piece of the chat. We just scrolling.
Nigga hit me with like, yo, we doing this. So first he texts me. He says, what's your criteria for a classic album?
Oh, okay.
Right. And I said, well, normally no skips and strong cultural impact. Right?
Yeah. No skips helps a lot.
Yeah, no skips, strong cultural impact.
Facts.
And then there's like a sliding scale. Certain things happen. They can, you know what I mean? Like you might have a whack song if one of the songs is one of the biggest songs on earth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's all kind of stuff that could happen to kind of just change the face of all of that conversation. So it kind of depends. And the album that we ended having a discussion on is the album that I feel like I have one of the most controversial takes on, of course. And I wasn't aware that it was going to be this and that I had this hot take. They thought I was going to wig out when they said what they said or whatever, but like they started discussing the validity of Reasonable Doubt as a classic album.
Oh, wow.
It's an interesting conversation for me because
the question was, is Reasonable Doubt a classic?
Well, they asked what is a classic, and then the conversation was whether or not Reasonable Doubt is a bona fide classic album. Right? And for me, I have always said that Reasonable Doubt is an amazing 4.5 mic album.
Yeah. Did the source give it 5 mics? I genuinely don't know.
I don't remember. But I mean,
source rating. Just wondering.
Source got it wrong. Source always gets it wrong. Source got the Bell Mafia got a 5 mic album. Come on, we know. I'm glad DDM in here.
Source gave it 4 stars out of
5. I would go 4.5, but for the most part, here's my thing with Reasonable Doubt is it's the only classic album that for the most part is still universally accepted as a classic album, right? It's the only one that they did a bunch of albums where they went back and gave the rest of the mics.
They redid the mics, yeah.
But specifically, Reasonable Doubt is the only album. Now, mind you, folks, Cal and I were outside in 1996.
Yeah, 100%.
In 1996, we heard what was outside.
Yes, there was a lot going on too.
There were a lot of albums that year that I heard knocking everywhere. And if you find a nigga that was on Reasonable Doubt in 1996, that was on it heavy, they brag about it.
Right.
Like, I've been on, y'all niggas wasn't listening and they aren't lying.
But it was like the 4 niggas that you knew that was like,
and most of the niggas was either super duper hip hop, like, or they was living the content of the, right.
They was outside for real. Yes.
I don't know any other universally accepted classic album that culturally niggas went back and said this was that, right?
Perfect time.
And cousins heard me say this a million times already.
Right.
And so that was like they called me and I was already set up. You know what I mean? I had the goddamn the depth of vision and the lights and the champagne chips and the crown bags, and I was already ready.
You were already live from satellite.
So we had a very, very good conversation that went all over the place, but at the end of it, that was the goddamn that was the bones of the conversation. Cause what makes a classic album?
Shout out Eric Isaac.
I'm gonna say, so it has the length of it. It can't be too long.
Hey yo, wait, because we not just gonna we can't. Hey yo.
Classic.
I almost removed that clip. No, we keep that with me. Yeah. What'd you say? You muted?
Give me 1 second, y'all.
Yeah. Audio said, nah, nigga, recalibrate how you was going to start that phrase.
What about you, Cal? What's a classic to you?
I honestly do think the impact has to and that's why I've understood people feel like, yo, I heard this album just now. I feel like this album's gonna be one of those ones. I hate calling something classic early, but I feel like you do kind of need that time to be like, cause you like I don't know if I can hear somebody say GNX is a classic album. You know what I mean? But like Not Like Us is a classic song. You feel what I'm saying?
Rock, I completely and 100% disagree with that statement. I don't think niggas was already rapping about drugs. Niggas didn't change the way they rapped, and niggas didn't make. Here's the thing about Reasonable Doubt as a project. For me, it's great. Like let's listen. My argument is a half of Mike, right? My argument is a half of Mike.
Right.
So I am not saying it's not a good album. That is not my argument.
Right.
It falls short for me of like Reasonable Doubt became a classic 2 albums later when Jay-Z said that was a classic when I did it.
Right. The story of him trying to get the rights to it and like, you know, him holding on to that above everything else is kind of, I think that more than anything has made people feel like it's held in a certain esteem. Yeah.
Correct. And to be honest, you look at like the albums that came out in 96, specifically the Nas, the De La, to me.
Yeah. Fuck. I was just thinking about that, De La.
Those are 2 flawless albums that I would call classic. And specifically because the 2 criteria is twofold, right?
Right.
No skips or enough impact to overpower those skips.
Right.
And god dang it, when I tell you there isn't a flaw in the Nas record. There's no my bad. I was reading Kofi Jamal.
Shout out.
Hold on. My bad, cuz I don't mean to stop your shine. What was the conversation about?
So the conversation
Classic.
is it started with I get a text message.
Yeah.
What is what makes a classic? Like, what's the criteria?
Yeah.
Right. And the first two things I said personally was usually no skips and cultural impact. Like, those two things for me make a classic joint. You know what I mean? And then, you know, you can sprinkle some other X factors, big records or important records and XYZ.
Okay.
So then, of course, the bones of the conversation, which I didn't know until I got till the cameras was rolling,
Got to the space,
was the validity of the classic status of Reasonable Doubt.
No, it's a classic.
And we've had this conversation.
We've
And
had
I
this
think-
conversation for years.
Yes, I think I just said it five minutes ago, and I think Reasonable Doubt is an amazing 4.5 mic album.
Okay.
it's no skips. I feel like it's
So that thing is, it's you may skip records. I just think that it depends on the feeling. It's like on to me, the perfect album is Illmatic. It's perfect.
yes,
I would
To me,
yes. No, I agree 100%.
but it's still records on there that I may skip.
So
It's just the way that I feel.
it's different. So on It Was Written, I skipped the Lauryn Hill record. I'm not
No, I don't
listening.
like
I'm skipping that.
I-
Not because it's not good.
I've heard
I
it so
don't
many
care.
times.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm rocking
Right.
it. That's how fire it is.
Right. So here's the thing. What that record is, right? What Illmatic is,
Doggy style.
what Doggy Style is,
Yes.
what Ready to Die is,
Yes.
Skips.
what The
got
Chronic
some-
is,
The Chronic. Yes.
what Midnight Marauders is.
These are
Yes.
These are you can't those are undisputed.
Right. Correct.
Is it like for me, Reasonable Doubt is here. And I ain't say here.
Nah, I can't. And I respect it. But the way that I look at it is beats, bars, the marriage of it, how consistent it is, and the length of the album.
Stop it.
I'll
Stop
tell
it.
you got to cut that little
I'll be
stuff out
right.
here.
I said
but
of the
I'm
album.
going to tell you an
You
album
see-
that absolutely is not a classic that fits that criteria.
What?
The first Camp Low.
No.
The first Camp Low fits that criteria. It's not overly long. It ain't a skip board. All the songs are. Now I don't know what they're talking about.
It gets repetitive. You can't roll it. It gets, it's a certain sound. I'm not saying that it's bad, but the sound gets repetitive after a while. For me.
So, also, the thing I mentioned earlier about Reasonable Doubt specifically, right, is nobody, those other records I mentioned,
Mhm.
nobody went back and was like, oh yeah, that is a classic. When Reasonable Doubt
It's blasphemy.
was fresh all out, when Reasonable Doubt was fresh out the fire, right?
It's blasphemous.
I love it.
You guess because you call that nigga, you call that nigga hoe, don't you?
Nah.
I know you don't.
Yo, I still type in Jay-Z with the 2 dots on it.
Stop it.
I don't
You go for the Yamin over the Z?
Yeah,
The 2
dude.
dots. It's 2 dots over the Y.
Yeah,
My
the
fault.
Nazi letters. He had the Nazi
Do
letters.
You do the hyphen?
Yeah, I do the hyphen too.
J-A-Y
Okay.
hyphen. Yeah, we say J.
Oh.
I think for the most
J.
part, niggas from here call him J.
Jay-Z.
DDL.
No, niggas, that's, well, what's up, Dapper Dan Midas?
Oh, shit, you on time?
There you go.
I don't know why you keep doing this funny joke. I have been here for the cold opens for like the last several weeks.
Shout out to Haribo's though.
cool.
That is a lie.
The Haribos. That's how you know that's family.
He's doing his best math impression right now, by the way.
Not with the Galactus in the background too. I'm sorry.
We're gonna call that Galactus. Call that Galactus.
Let me write that down. Galactus.
DDM. Quick question. What is your criteria for a classic album?
Don't sit here and give us the opera version.
Nah, do it.
Go ahead.
First of all, no. I'm gonna need you to count to 10. Okay.
Don't give us the opera version.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to count to 10. So what makes a classic album? Music, the composition, the beats, of course. Great beat selection. That is crucial because the soundscape is going to set the scene. Content. And content, when it comes to classic, I think sometimes when we think classic albums, we always think albums that are super serious.
Right.
A classic album does not have to be super serious. It just has to have concentrated content with a decisive point of view. Okay. Another ingredient that makes a classic album is how well it captures the feeling of the environment of the times. That's a variable. Some classic albums are timeless. Okay. So a lot of times when we think classic, sometimes people always associate, this can live in any era. Sometimes it can't live in any era, but it is such a time capsule of its era that it is a classic. For example, Illmatic is a classic album, not because it is timeless. It is very indicative of the time. Illmatic is in the Library of Congress because it very vividly records in sonic form the feeling of 1990s New York and urban America in such a specific way, in such a scenic way. Like he literally paints pictures. It's like a film. It transports you to very specific times. Like if a person said what was going on in Black urban America in the projects, in the ghettos in the 90s, I want to know what that was like. You can put on Illmatic and from start to finish, it will tell you specifically about that time period.
Yes,
now, some classic albums are timeless, right? Where they can live in, they could have come out in any time, right? So let's think about, and I'm going to take a song, just a song, right? Let's think about Aaliyah's "Rock the Boat." And I was listening to this, and I said that song could have come out in the 80s. It could have come out in the 90s. It could have come out in the 2000s. It could have come out in the 2010s. It could come out now, because of the sonics of it. When we look at Stevie Wonder has classic albums, though some of them are timeless. Amy Winehouse Back to Black is a classic album because it could have come out in the 60s. It could have come out in the 70s. It could come out now. And the content, one thing that makes a classic album always relevant is that when the content speaks to the human condition. I'm a huge fan of Joni Mitchell. For those of you who
Never
may not,
lied.
Oh my God.
See, you know her from that. But what's interesting is that I went right. I mean, hey, that's the only song he really know by her.
This nigga gonna tell me I know her from that.
He threw you under the bus.
You ain't the only artist in here.
You didn't say Coyote. You didn't say Help Me. You didn't say the hissing of trees on summer lawns. You didn't say.
That's enough. That's enough examples.
Because you said Joni Mitchell and I said Never Lie. That's just how the song goes.
He was just connecting the line of the song.
Name some Joni Mitchell records.
Jesus Christ.
And without Google.
Nigga. There you go.
Right. Exactly. So.
But like, you talking right? Like you the only artist in here.
No, I didn't say that. I said that I like Joni Mitchell. That doesn't mean that you're not an artist. I know very well that you're a very talented artist. But when it comes to Joni Mitchell, you couldn't name none of the records.
I can't.
When I think about Joni Mitchell, right? I discovered her catalog after she performed on the Grammys like a year or two ago. and I went back. And these are records written in the 70s. And me as a late 30s, early 40-year-old man, I'm listening to it like, oh my God, this old white lady from Canada wrote my life before I lived it.
Bring that back.
So when the records speak to the human condition, those records will never not be available. Somebody's always going to be heartbroken. Somebody's always going to be oppressed. Somebody's always going to be happy. Somebody's always going to be in love. And when you can tap into records that tap into the human condition, they'll live forever. Bitches still saying "Ain't No Way" by Aretha Franklin at every high school talent show. They still saying Mariah Carey and "The Hero Comes Along." They still saying certain songs because they speak to the human condition will always work.
Hold on, my
go ahead, cuz.
Oh, my bad, cuz. I don't
you got it.
Shine, but never mind. Go ahead.
So the conversation came up. Can you remember an album that niggas feel like are universally accepted classic albums?
Shit, you just mentioned it.
I mean,
wait, let me finish the question. An album that's a fact, Kobe Jamal. That niggas, when it came out, niggas said, oh, all right. And then years later came back and said, oh, no, that is a classic.
No.
Fleetwood Mac, Rumors.
Reasonable Doubt.
Fleetwood Mac. You said they thought it was a classic then, and it's still a classic?
No, that they didn't say was a classic, and then years later they said
specifically
it was a
meant Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happened. And the thing is, Reasonable Doubt had singles. I mean, I remember like Power 99 would play Feeling It. They played every version of Dead Presidents I would hear, throughout the weekend or whatever. And of course, Ain't No was again. I think Rock said it best. Rock was like that song was already a song, and then it kind of it was on the album as well. But the album. Like, I even knew cats had like 22 twos, but like I didn't know people who were like bumping Reasonable Doubt like that.
I knew one person.
What up, boo? Let's keep me laced in
the way
Frank rolls and shit. Back rows in the French.
Was it after the third album?
Bitch, wifey nigga. Foxy Brown fucking slave on that
fourth album. It was some point that people went back. It was some point some people went back.
Hey, Gabi.
Hey,
Gabi.
Hot spot.
What you mean?
You jumping in the interest of time in the conversation.
The options here.
I've been watching. Wait a minute.
So, Gabi, first of all, let me just ask the question I've asked everyone.
I've been watching.
What is your criteria? No, because I saw the album you put up here. I need to know the criteria how we got to that.
What album did she put up?
Yeah, what she put?
I said Brandy, Never Say Never.
Oh.
Hey yo, the wild shit, and I don't mean it before you get to preaching. I never fuck with Brandy.
I was gonna say
now.
Oh my God,
Brandy is fire.
She's very good.
She's been fire. What do you mean? Like she's never
always
just
been good artist.
Like, have you? I could just. What do you mean? What did you like about Brandy?
Say what you
No, we have to come up pin in that. What didn't you like about Brandy? KB gonna hop in the comments in a minute. She not gonna be happy. No, that's your ops.
I just wasn't a Brandy fan. I like Monica more than I like, and I hate to compare them, but you gotta compare them. I just felt like I related to her because she was a little more
hood.
I guess hood.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it what it is. Hood.
I guess I felt her more. Like she was singing more shit that I liked.
You liked her white shoes more.
Nah. It's interesting that Gabi said Brandy Never Say Never because when you talk to singers, they always reference Full Moon.
I didn't like Full Moon.
Singers always reference Full Moon.
Yeah.
But what were you gonna say about that album?
I think it's one of those albums that for me, I don't really skip anything. It's got the classics on it. You got Never Say Never. Have You Ever, Broken Hearted, like all her OG songs. I personally like Broken Hearted.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That was on the first album, Broken Hearted. Yeah.
Oh, was it? I love that song. What
Yeah, that was on the Brandy. Somebody said Jill Scott's song became classic. I think Jill Scott's Words and Sounds Volume 1 is a classic to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me to say this.
Press the goddamn, you know what I mean?
I'm struggling to find the right word.
Yeah. Black Gray. Mariah Carey has zero personality.
Greg was on the roll because Mary J. My Life is my favorite album.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Agreed.
one.
That's
one.
my favorite. Yeah. If you look into my life.
Yes.
This nigga sing every.
Because it's red line.
Crazy Sexy Cool.
Just wait a minute.
Crazy Sexy Cool is a good one.
And if you just had goddamn Haribo turned to a banana, are you a magician?
Whoa.
Butterfly was cool. I like Butterfly. Mariah Carey got some joints.
Yeah.
Spread your wings and prepare to fly.
But now she's just a Christmas creature.
That's all right. She's a Christmas creature. That's multiple 10 million sellers.
Oh, right. That's happening soon, huh?
That's not a diss. What I'm
Honey
saying
is about Jeter, yeah. Most of the album is about Derek Jeter.
They've reduced her catalog for Christmas.
Most of the album is about Derek Jeter, yeah.
Hold on, wait.
The Roof?
What with Derek Jeter?
Yeah, she's messing with Derek. She's quietly messing with Derek Jeter, and when he broke up with her, she wrote most of that album. She talks about it in her book.
Oh wow!
That's that Taylor Swift. That's
never
that
had a regular nigga, has she?
No, she's never been with a regular dude.
She's been famous for forever.
Yeah.
Vision of Love, my nigga.
Like three decades plus, right?
But she had the bush and shit.
You gotta stop.
When did Mariah have a bush?
You gotta stop.
Bush.
You gotta stop.
Hold on, y'all.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
She had the mixed girl curly, but that was she.
Yeah, but she ain't no bush. Like
it was a lot of hair.
Yeah, it's big hair.
It's big hair. I don't see nothing about this.
That's a bush.
She just mixed. She's mixed, so she has relax.
I think Janet Jackson, Control, and Rhythm Nation are classic albums.
Rhythm Nation.
I'm not playing that now.
I think to it, but I wasn't playing that.
Hold on, the joint when she naked on the cover is the five.
No, that's Janet.
That's Janet.
The Control album had Control, Pleasant Principle, Let's Wait a While. That's no skip. And Control had like 5 top 10 records on it.
Yeah,
Rhythm Nation had several top 10 records on it. People, you know what's so interesting about Janet Jackson is people disregard her Quiet Storm records, but her Quiet Storm records,
you mean that come on Quiet Storm?
That, like,
yes,
I'm talking
the ones
about
that will play on Quiet Storm. Yes.
Anytime, any place.
You on to something? You on to something right now?
Like I got a playlist in my phone
like this
that say Janet Jackson.
I be ready to come out all my.
Hey, Dad, I would say Off the Wall before I say Thriller.
I love that.
Off the Wall too.
I love that conversation.
Off the Wall is great, but Thriller is the classic. Because that's the 30 million seller.
So this is my argument though is that as a piece of art, right? Off the Wall is a cohesive album. Thriller is a collection of blockbuster amazing songs. So yes, it's the goddamn Yankees, but as a full project, Off the Wall makes sense together for me better. And I like those songs.
We're gonna leave that 9 to 5.
I think the only thing is when you talk about, like, if you talk about a classic needing to have that impact, there's not too many albums that have that type of impact. I don't.
There aren't any records
with the
that
number
have
of sales it has right now. And I'm not trying to equate everything to sales, but like everybody had to have that album. It was.
No, there's a black birthright. That come with that big wooden fork and spoon and be in niggas' house. Like you had to have. You had to have that.
Let me ask y'all this because I'm about to shake the table.
Oh, here you go.
There you go.
Does Sade have a classic album?
No. but she got a whole bunch.
She
If
got
you get
hits.
greatest hits,
Hits
She got
don't equal a
classic
classic.
songs.
That is the R&B equivalent of does Jadakiss have a classic album?
Yo.
But Jadakiss ain't got the level of hits that Sade got.
No, but he is universally accepted as one of the greatest rappers ever.
In the street, some people say that Jadakiss got more hits than Michael Jackson, but I mean, you got to be around
Who
a
said
certain type
that?
of, you got to be around a
The
certain
streets?
type of block in
What
a
street?
certain type of hood.
What street?
Yeah, what street y'all on?
What street they on?
I don't think that's a conversation we can have.
Now,
on
Sade is
the air.
revered as a singles artist, but as a person that's listened to all of her actual albums,
Right.
she has some albums that are like Diamond Life, amazing. What's the other one? With the
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. That's
I'm
what
blocked.
Love
What-
Deluxe.
How do you
Yes,
block
Love
Greg?
Deluxe.
it's
How do you
Love
block
Deluxe.
Greg? No. How do we block Greg? I don't care nothing about nothing.
Love
about what we
Deluxe.
talking about. How do we get this nigga out of here right now?
What do you
We
say
have-
if you fuck
Greg
with
has-
Sade, you a unk? I'll be a unk.
Wait,
I
wait,
like
wait, hold
classic.
Craig.
You got to
And
make-
I say this
look,
as
look,
an
look, you got to make love to
Did I
me.
say this?
Okay, this ain't a wham bam thank you ma'am. You got to make love
Alright.
to me, and I need Sade.
let's start the
I
show.
need Janet Jackson, Quiet Storms.
Get this
I
out.
need Rock the Boats. Yes, I'm a unk. I like it.
Greg want to hear the girl is mine 17 times.
Right.
Yeah.
He's the uncle and the niece.
That part.
Yeah. What? Jesus Christ.
It's interesting though. You know what's so interesting is
We can't.
We gotta wrap this up.
We can't.
No,
We gotta go
sorry.
ahead and wrap this
We-
up.
because no,
yeah,
it
I'm-
still look like you throwing up the east side.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Let's start this show.
You just
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
Hey fam, we you know that list we was talking about for ideas for that situation that we trying to make happen. We should probably put telling people that they classic albums is trash. That may be number
Listen,
one.
listen. I said this last night. I said the only thing I want to do, I don't want to change your mind whether something is or ain't a classic. I just want you to pause and stop throwing out god dang the word classic like Oprah and Nissan Maximus. You get a car, and you get a classic, and you get a classic. No, nigga, stop. I just want you to pause and think about it.
Think about it. Hey, welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast. If you've been rocking with us for 33 some odd minutes, you probably hate somebody's opinion about your favorite
Absolutely.
album, but you also know that God is still working on his, maybe. Yeah, it's your boy Cal. I ain't got no title. I ain't got nothing. I got a Google Doc with a lot of pro wrestling to talk about and a squad to talk about it with. You saw the squad was online. Let's start with our guest, Gabi. Say what's good to
Hello.
the people, yo.
Hello. Shout out to Lip Gloss and Lattice. I'm kicking y'all ass again this year.
Now, here y'all go.
Yeah.
We'll have
You know what's gonna come up.
here y'all go.
Yeah.
Here y'all. We'll have that conversation at the appropriate time. Thank you for stopping by.
Just starting it off early.
I see you. No, I see you. DDM.
I found a place. Finally found a place for you.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck?
I'm glad you made it. I'm glad I make it. And say hi to my crowd.
I forgot that happened. We'll have to have We'll have to talk
You
about
got
that.
the glow. You know. You got the glow.
Fam. You gotta
Willie
do the next
Dutch. That was Willie Dutch right there. Hey man, IlFam79 on your social media of choice. And if you've been paying attention, it's a certain season, you know, there's a lot going on today. All I'm gonna say is I'm not going into it. But I don't think my man did it. Not going into it.
Are you talking about with the gambling?
Nope, I ain't talking. I'm not getting into it. I said, if I say I'm not getting into it,
He's not getting into it.
You brought it up. I personally don't
I
think they did it or
said,
not.
I said,
He's throwing a rock to hide in his hand. He's just throwing a rock and hide in his hand. That's all. Stand on it, baby. Stand on it. If you said it, then you
I
meant
ain't
it.
talking
Stand
about
on it. He ain't saying that.
no.
Yeah.
I said what I said. And if
But
y'all
we don't know
know
what
who
you
I
said.
am,
I don't know what you said.
Oh shit!
I said, hey, look, my man ain't saved you.
You ain't gonna stand on it, but keep it moving.
Not
Keep
guilty.
it moving. Keep it moving.
I said it.
You ain't say shit.
I said it.
Brother
All
man,
right.
brother man.
Cal,
Yo, what's popping? What's popping? What we doing?
the pallbearer of bad news,
Oh shit!
buried in Burberry and tattoos.
Oh shit! What's going on?
The shoes that I'm here to fill get overwhelming, but I'm smooth as silk.
Oh fuck!
A
what's
good
going
fellow on my outer shell. Damon.
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 Was that by
Dang.
John Mitchell?
Unbeknownst, she wrote Misfits and Cocash collab
I
with
know
Mike.
what he gonna try to tell me who the composer was at the 98th minute or some shit like that.
It was
Yeah,
Rob
let's
Man
go.
Flavor. It was
Yeah,
Rob
right.
Man Flavor. Throw Your Joints in the Sky featuring Joni Mitchell.
We can't. We cannot. We can't. We I don't know if we're going to time crunch, but we got a lot we got to talk about this week. And normally we may start these shows a different way because it's always some wrestling news on one side. After the weekend and after like the continued situation that's going on,
This is gonna be some bullshit.
it's time. We got to have the Último Moné conversation. Now,
I think you got to take one of the mo's out.
well,
Último Moné, right?
Oh, Moné.
That's how she has it on her Twitter. But
She
when
been
I
wrong
was
before.
watching,
She got a lot of things wrong, so we gonna excuse that.
no,
here
we go.
I do want to say though, as I was rewatching Dynamite though, I was like, why isn't it just Último Moné? Like that just.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the commentary they don't. None of them pronounce Monet the same way.
Oh, 'cause it's
anyway,
Monet.
So yeah,
Monet.
exactly.
Monet.
They say Monet a lot.
Give me
but
money. Give me money.
let me make sure I've got the timeline down right. So
Here we go.
Friday night.
Just got paid.
Facts. She got paid. She went down to Mexico.
She don't get paid.
Well, that she actually doesn't. Do they cover her flights?
I guess it's probably in the contract. She's not actually making any money from
You
it.
think
But
she
go
just
on.
gets room?
If
and
she's
board
not
and
making
just
bread,
wrestles?
that's kind of hard though.
I
think-
mean, I'm for sure that she's getting. I mean, why would you go to for free? So,
I'm
like,
just
no,
I'm
they're
just trying to
definitely paying
figure
for it.
out what the
Tony Khan is probably paying for it. Let's be honest.
I would imagine because I can't imagine
I would
some
imagine.
of these Yamins
I would
are.
imagine. They
Ultimo
can't
Moné.
Oh. So she was down in Mexico, successfully defended her CMLL title, and then said, "Hey, I'm having an open challenge at Wrestle Dream." I remember talking to Math like, "Damn, they ain't got they ain't no story, ain't no nothing. She just got an open challenge." Sure enough, the ROH interim women's television champion Mina Shirakara came down, lost her title. She was 11 belts Monday, and then she went
close to the earth. You're gonna get pulled into the orbit, right?
Facts, big facts. She went to a WPW.
Who the hell is that?
That's a very
Who are
dope
these
AM.
niggas?
That's a very dope. It's a very dope AM radio station. They tell really good stories about war and how struggle was in Eastern Germany.
Tommy Davis.
She went to WPW. I forget where offhand, and won another title. Now she 12 belts Monday. She's already decimated Ultimo Dragon's
But has she?
record reign. subsequently on Saturday and on Wednesday, she got caked up by Chris Statlander.
Caked up on a Wednesday.
Yeah, let's not, because
Caked
ain't nothing.
up is
There
crazy.
isn't a single
Double
cake in that ring.
I'm looking at
No,
this totally different when she said caked up, and it looks different.
She got caked up. She got
It's
caked
even
up.
dominatrix. So
Hey, her face was in the cake.
The Mercedes Moné shot.
Sorry, guys.
when is
I'm
this
sorry.
madness going to end?
Well, this is the thing. We getting there. We getting there because there's still stuff that's happening. She got caked up by Chris Statlander, who has accepted the challenge to face her at Full Gear in Jersey next month for the AEW Women's World Championship. Mind you, just so we're keeping score, Moné already beat Statlander last year in Jersey at Full Gear. So the thought is that 13, 14. She's also in the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship tournament. When I saw the bracket and saw that it was Mercedes Moné and Athena in a tag team, I said, "Oh, she got these titles too."
No, she's not winning that.
Why?
Go. Are you done with the? Are you finished?
Who? Why?
When is the finals for that?
Full Gear. So she got to fight twice in one night.
She got to fight twice in one night.
Yep.
They not winning.
That's her excuse to take an L. That's her excuse to take the L. And then her and Athena get into it and they fight sometime in 2026.
Is it?
I think so. It's her excuse. She got to fight twice in one night. It's an easy way for her to get out. She's protected. She's protected.
But what if they don't want? What if the game is she getting all the titles?
It's not.
But like, here's my question on that. Like, half of these titles, I don't even know who they are. Like, she fighting for like beer league titles, bro. Like, what are we doing?
It's a lot of
because the beer league title. Like, she showed one of them in a car, and the car pulled up. Like, she was outside in a tent. Like, you're taking money off of some 19-year-old community college students.
Yeah, but the problem is because you can't do this story if these are quote unquote reputable belts, right?
But the problem is WWE cars, so it's not the same thing. His belt, no.
You gotta. It's volume. No. She's going volume.
Okay, but quantity over quality again. At least Ultimos were real. I don't know. How are we counting the Owen Hart tournament belt as a belt?
Because you said it was a belt.
It's physically a belt, right?
You just said
physically it is a belt. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think the one image I saw, it said Ultimo Dragon, 10 titles, 10 belts. Mercedes was like, I think at the time it was like 11 titles, or 11 titles, but it was like 13 or 14 belts. But I mean, it's the thing is, because I think it's a bit. The one big thing is, while that door is forbidden at AEW, there's only so many federations that can go inside and outside of it. Like she had a New Japan title, she's got a CMLL title. She's got an ROH title. After that, there's only so many federations that people really know the name of and would consider to be reputable, because everybody else is with WWE.
Right.
I just think this is just not. It's not believable to me.
It's her feeding. It's them feeding into her WWE insecurities.
Yeah,
she didn't have them belts in WWE, so they said, "It's okay, baby. Let me give you some belts to make you feel better."
I
completely disagree with that, because they haven't given. She hasn't sniffed the big belt. If they were really feeding into her insecurities, they'd have gone on, shot her to the moon. But they really
then why does
her
she have
the way
14
they did
belts?
Cody.
I don't care about.
But she don't. But this is because niggas don't care about these belts, and this is in general. These are the people that don't care about the belts. The people over that way, people that don't care about these belts, don't care about these belts because they only care about a certain set of belts that are based in the Northeast. What happens is niggas don't care about these belts because they don't care about the indies. Now, the niggas, the sickos, they love the indies. So the goddamn ESPN belt, they love. The goddamn WPGC belt, they love. Because they see her pull up at a goddamn carnival, and she doing the thing for the love of hip hop. She is hopping in ciphers, and she is doing the thing that their audience likes to see.
But how do we get these belts off of her? Does she just have them for the rest of her career? Because who is believably going to beat her on the Chitlin circuit?
Math.
You don't do it that way, but we'll get to it.
Math, you may be muted.
So she just gonna relinquish all of them?
No, she's gonna. I think the payoff is the losses. The payoff is all the losses. She's gonna end up. I think that she's gonna end up losing all of that shit, and then in the end, beating whoever the champion is. Because it doesn't make sense.
Her and Stat are going strap for strap or belts for belts. So,
is it belt for belt?
I think it's belt for belt.
I didn't think hers was on the line. I didn't think hers was on the line.
I think her belts are on. I think they're on the line.
We gonna
strap for strap is crazy.
Strap for strap is crazy. Wikipedia just says singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Yeah, okay. I think it's just that one, and I think that she's losing. And then that's going to start her downfall.
How many times has she lost that belt?
One.
How many times has she gone for that belt, that big belt, and lost?
Once.
Tony
that was with Tony?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think she got the belt. I think the belt is hers. She just got to get the jersey to get it. And the tag title's hers too.
That's
it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Because you straight up, you kill it.
How is she helping women's wrestling by doing this?
You kill it.
I'm confused. How is she putting forth? How? She beats people. She beats people. They're not over. She beats them and moves on. It's like, how is that advancing women's wrestling when she's got the Chitlin Circuit belts and the Beer League belts? How does that actually advance something when she's fighting against?
Well, it's
when
because
she's fighting against a 19-year-old. How is that moving?
To answer your question, a great deal of these folks that she is wrestling in these matches are only known at the goddamn WPFW.
But we never hear from them again.
But it's not the end of it, though. This is what I'm saying. It's not the end of it. Those people, you niggas have Googled these titles and saw, and I'm sure everybody which comes is going up because they had a match with goddamn Sasha Moné. And
Sasha Moné is crazy.
Listen,
bring that back up.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
See, here's the problem. I'm be honest. This is one of these. It's time to have a conversation about something that ain't the problem that's sitting next to the thing that they should have the conversation about, and that is, someone just get the shackles off of John Moxley and let him go free for a little bit.
I mean, he needs to go to Japan. He needs to go to Japan and open up the wrestling.
He need to go to Maui, nigga. He needs to take do with.
Yeah,
I said this isn't the problem that is really happening over there. The Moxley.
I mean, there are two problems. Two things can be true. There are multiple problems. I agree. Someone needs to get Mox away, and he needs to go back to WWE. But that's another conversation of the day. But the problem is everybody.
There's that answer again. No one. It was the answer again.
Rock said that Mercedes she's not helping anybody. I will say, and I don't care what nobody else says, Stephanie Vaquer wouldn't have got signed with WWE.
I think she was on the radar beforehand.
Stephanie Vaquer wouldn't have got signed by WWE if it wasn't for that match she had with Mercedes Moné. And I'm not saying it's because Mercedes worked and gave her a great match. I'm saying Stephanie looked dope. That damn Devil's Kiss went off. The crowd went off with that, and I'm telling you,
I agree. It helps. I don't know if that's a solo.
HBK said, "Bloop, who is this? Who is this? And she had 2 titles, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't she have a single title and a tag title? She said, y'all take these. I'm not saying this is going to happen for everybody, but I'm saying there are instances where somebody has had that match with Mercedes Moné, and then literally something has happened for them. And I don't know. I'm going to assume there's at least 10 promotions that feel like there's someone in their promotion that Mercedes can do that for. If it happens, if it doesn't happen, I don't know. But it's why the dream is easy for a lot of these indies to get into. You're going to get a blip of AEW coverage because they're going to show a image, or they're going to talk about she won the title over there the other day. And I think their hope is that, hey, we can't get with WWE ID. We can't do these other things, but we can have like a tiny affiliation with them and hope that some of this can rub off. Will it?
So
now, I am inclined to agree with you, Cal, in regards to Stephanie Valkyrie, only because of the match that she had on the platform that she had.
I agree.
I'm not saying that, that was the end all be all. I'm not going to say that. But I do think that having that match on AEW television definitely helped raise her profile, because I'm going to be honest with you, I never heard of a Stephanie Valkyrie before then. And I think Stephanie is a great example of taking that and going to the next level. I mean, look at where she is now, obviously. As it pertains to some of these other women, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I look at wrestling like television, because to me it is. Mm-hmm. And one of the big problems that Marvel is having now is that people they don't want to have to do homework to understand your product. Mm-hmm. And the problem is, I see people in the chat saying, you don't watch anything else. You need to watch this, watch that. If the public has to hunt for your product, they're not going to do that. And quite frankly, when you present a product to someone on a national platform, that's not their responsibility. They're basing it off of the product that they're seeing at that time. If you want to be a real hip hop person and go and research everybody in their mother's league, that's good for you. I applaud it. However, for the masses, right, you cannot expect them to value 12 belts from promotions that nobody has ever seen. It just doesn't work that way.
Oh, I think with the audience that AEW has, that's how it works. Those are the people. Those people are the real hip hop people. So they're the
ones that are saying Ultimo Dragon and whatnot, like immediately
research that shit, because that's why they're watching.
The people who hate all of this also either don't or fake care about Ultimo Dragon.
Hold on. So I hate this. I'm not a fan of this. I was good up at about 6'7". I was rocking
6'7".
Can someone explain that joke to me, please?
No,
never mind.
It's not.
I don't want to know.
Don't worry about it.
I don't want to know.
I bring my son down here, but he's busy breaking shit upstairs. I just lost all interest in this shit, and I'm one of them real hip hop niggas. Like it's just not clicking for me, cuz.
It's become comedic at this point. Mm-hmm. And at this point, I don't care that you won the Wendy's Women's Championship. Oh, I don't.
But it hasn't made me be like, you know what, the Wendy's. Let me go look into the Wendy's Championship. I've yet to do that for any of them.
But so, have you seen any of the opponents that she's wrestled?
Where can I find this stuff? What kind of research do I have to? What hole do I have to dig under to watch it?
What app do I got to download to watch
Google.
it?
Did y'all see Persephone?
The Persephone match is dope. You seen Persephone?
Yeah. Because she was on a prominent platform.
I'm out of here, dog.
I can't.
This is what I explain to niggas every year about the BRP fitness.
Niggas.
Niggas that have a problem with where the top niggas is that are on the top of it and get really, married to who's on top and where they at, don't get it. They don't get that when you go to that list, yeah, you see where Trick and Oba are, but then you come to that list and you look toward the bottom half of it and you say, oh, I didn't know him. I didn't know her. I didn't know. Now, If your interest is just the top of that list, that is okay. However, the people who would go and look and see who's on the bottom of that list are the same people who look and, oh, I saw the CMLL match, but what are these lesser federations? Niggas don't. Some things ain't for everybody. So if you don't want to do research, that's fine.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
But that all that means is it ain't for you. They are, and this is the company that does it the most, is they quote unquote super serve their audience. They give their people what they want. And so I feel like the niggas for the most part on that side ain't complaining about this.
I think this
and the
is
niggas
comedic.
that ain't watching it are the loudest niggas complaining about it.
I have watched AEW. Here's the thing. I have watched AEW.
Look at that paragraph rocking foot. That nigga don't like AEW, nigga. Your opinion don't matter to them.
I mean, yeah, but you're
nigga.
you're also on a major platform, and you are doing this with a former WWE prominent placed wrestler. So it's going to garner interest because people have a stake in this person. The thing is, if I'm super serving these people, you know, what would be helpful is if when she wins these belts, when she goes on AEW TV that next week, let's do a little spotlight of the promotion that she won this belt in. Let's educate our audience. I'm sorry, your audience shouldn't have to look for everything, especially if you're propping her up in this gimmick up as a thing. Let's highlight World of Women Wrestling, or you know, the Wendy's Big Bad.
Have her defended on AEW TV.
No Wendy's,
right? You know, something. You know, but here's the thing: if you're serving those people, and this is the audience you're serving, and you only care about them, then care about them all the way. Care about them, Tony Khan, about showcasing. Because see, here's the thing with AEW that's interesting to me is they're serving the real hip hop people. But to me, I remember when they partnered with TNA before WWE, and TNA got absolutely nothing out of that partnership.
Nothing. Mm-hmm.
They're getting more.
And he would show up in the last 2 minutes of the show.
Right. TNA got nothing. None of these promotions that she's getting at belts. Yeah, she's got the belts on TV, but there's so many of them, and the way they're presented, they look like this cavalcade of accessories that none of them really stick out. Let's highlight these promotions after she beats them.
But
we can't hear you, Mav.
God damn. I agree with that piece. I do agree. When you bring all of these belts on TV but you don't highlight any of the promotions that these belts are from. That's one of the issues that I have. But I guess that the onus falls on the company as well, the promotion that she's coming from as well. You got to figure out some way to get that use that national whatever to push your brand.
No, I listen. Now, can you tweet the execution? Yeah. Okay. And I think that's a great idea to highlight I think it's an amazing idea to highlight each one of those belts and where they came from. And I'm not saying the execution is perfect, but I also don't think it's the worst thing in the world. And that's what it feels like. Like niggas saying this is awful, this is the worst. And then
because 12 of these bitches.
Wait, I got a question. For
the people, for our regular BRP universe viewers, y'all know Math saying this is huge.
Wait. One thing I forgot to mention, because it is Thursday and ROH was on, shout out Red Velvet. Red Velvet is back and she's cleared. I got a question. Mercedes just won the interim women's television championship, a belt that they put out there because they didn't want to take the title from Red Velvet while she was injured. I'm assuming they're going to have a unification match, and I'm assuming that Mercedes is going to win. Is that another belt or do they just fuse the two belts into one and it's still one
They got to do
title?
the fusion. That's got to be the fusion dance.
Like,
They
is
gotta
she the
fusion dance.
interim ROH Women's TV title a champion and the ROH Women's TV champion?
It's gotta.
Like,
Yeah, it's one.
It's gotta
And
match.
I don't think she's winning that.
from. So
You
she's
think
gonna
the
be
Red
11
Velvet
belts
is
on
going to
that.
beat Monet?
Yeah. What?
So
what you
that
think?
match, I'm gonna say that match is gonna come after the Statlander match.
But I think that'll
Because-
be honor pay-per-view though, because that's
Which-
two different pay-per-views.
No.
Cuz-
It's gonna
Real
come
quick,
after. Huh?
Before we get away from that, Gabby ain't just sound like Joe Budden when he was like, if me and Method Man were ever to rap against each other, he would be the victor. I'm
First
sorry.
off, Black.
What's that end of the year ROH show? It's not Death Before Dishonor.
It's not.
It's
Pay-per-view schedule.
No, I think it is at the Fort Honor.
I think they may have had that as the 2020
No,
Final Battle. Final Battles
Yes, Final Battle.
December 5th.
Final Destination.
Is could you think that's at GalaxyCon? That's December 5th? Do you think that could be?
I don't see why they're not. She's not going to do it on regular Ring of Honor TV because that means she'd have to actually be at Ring of Honor. She's not.
She's
gonna
got
do
to
that.
be at Ring of Honor, yeah. That's
And
not
they'd
that.
have to pre-tape it and everything, yeah.
Yeah, and then no, so I think it'll have to be at their next pay-per-view. It have to.
I got two questions. There is a very specific woman on the indies that we love.
Mhm.
There is a woman who holds a title on the indies that we love.
Of course.
How do we feel about the idea
The Kang.
of Charity King getting the call that Monet said was happening?
That's fire.
I will love it.
That's fire.
Would love to see it. Make it happen.
It would be on an ASÉ show.
After
Would
the
love to see it.
show.
Most
And
likely.
you want her to take Charity's belt.
So
No.
that's
So,
No.
if she
well,
gets that call.
because ASÉ's got their 2-year anniversary show in December.
Yeah.
I don't remember the date.
December 6th.
December 6th.
It's the same date as Final Battle, or no? What was Final Battle? Is that the 3rd? The 5th. It's the day after
Yeah,
Final
because they
Battle.
be on Fridays.
They on Fridays.
Yeah, they be Fridays.
It,
So
I don't
my
hate it.
question now, why is so DDM hates it, I believe. He didn't seem like it seemed like DDM had an adverse reaction to that.
I want Charity to have the opportunity to wrestle Mercedes and get that exposure, but I don't want Charity's belt taken from her.
So it's two things there. One, you get Charity to match, but you would also get ASÉ to. Well, would you get ASÉ to look?
well,
But
no,
it's my point exactly.
well, because D Pause asked earlier. He said, "Real question: if they recognize her title, shouldn't they recognize Khan's title? I mean, Khan is on AEW a lot, and he's had that Pan African World Diaspora title for a minute, and I don't think they've even mentioned
This
No,
is the
any of
second.
those extracurriculars on there.
This is the second PAWDC champion that they've had on their TV during a reign, and they didn't recognize it when Trish had it. So you know what that question, the answer to that question is.
That would
I haven't seen her forever.
But I
Trish.
Ring of Honor.
She been chilling with Carly Bravo and the.
Mhm. And now they with Shane Taylor now.
the problem with that is you have the leader of the squad without a title. So why would I be rocking with you if you ain't even got no goal? This is why you don't put it on television.
You ain't even get no numbers, cuz what's wrong with that? You ain't get no numbers.
I mean, I don't even know when this Math. Let me ask you a question before we wrap this up. You said she gonna lose them all. How long? When? Because I can only think of I don't even really think of when Kenny Omega won all the titles and lost them. But FTR is probably the one that's most recent where they had multiple tag titles and they kind of went on a world tour to give those. Do you think this is like early 2026? You know, how long do you think this run is going to be before she's no longer Ultimo?
I'm going to say she's going to drop them fairly quick, to be honest with you.
End of the year.
I'm going to say
end of the year.
After she loses the Statlander, which I think she's gonna lose the Statlander, they all come. It all falls down after that.
I think
they got to come off all at once.
Hey yo!
But then she'd have to run them back. So you'd have to go back to 12 different places, and again, the Owen Hart it's not going to happen. Like,
but
the Owen Hart is the tournament.
Yeah,
but people are asking for story though. Maybe that's the story. Maybe she lose a title, or she's like, I know I'm the shit, blah, 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 blah. And she starts running it back, like, yo, I can go back here.
But AEW doesn't do storylines.
Well, but that's the like
they do long,
have to make it a thing.
Very long. They're big folks. They're big folks, especially over time, is how they book. They either just have matches or they have like 9-month stories. And I think this is their biggest star, one of their biggest stars, who they feel like they kind of dance around her not having that big belt and all that, like they did with Cody, which I felt like was a mistake the way that was done.
Agreed.
So does he.
I think everyone agrees that. So does he. Yeah.
They booked themselves in the corner, but the people that they hold in that esteem, they have stories over time. I think another person in that company that they hold to a very high esteem, and they let do what they want to do is MVP, and he does what he wants. And right now, he's having a cool little story back and forth with the.
He's having fun.
With Rick O'Shea and them, the Irish superstar.
I love seeing it. I hate seeing him take the pin, but
yeah,
because I know.
But also, like.
He has to.
He has to. Who else would take it? Like,
but he's still young.
Okay, so I have a question about that. When do we put Bobby Lashley in the main title picture? Because, like,
I like this question.
It's so you can't because it is because of what they do there. It is completely unbelievable that he would ever lose.
And that's the thing. But here's the thing. Like, you can't have him against a Darby Allin. Darby Allin wins, right? Like, that's silly. But also, what they can't book big people because, like, what are we doing? Because in theory, Bobby Lashley should be out here like squashing everybody.
But it's because they book different, though. I mean, I think there's a lot of Japan in their booking, which there's freak out moments. You hit somebody with a finisher, and then in the video game, they charge right back up, and then they hit you with a rainmaker or whatever. Like so
do you think that Bobby can go his AEW career, however long that is, without getting that strap? It's crazy to me.
So here's the thing. You think about their main event, right? Think about how they book.
It's so busy.
Their main event. Their main event, half of them out.
Crazy.
But also, like, MJF never leaves a title picture. Darby never leaves. Mox ain't going nowhere. Like, I feel like their main title picture are just so busy that you can't believably slide anybody in. But again, it's crazy to me that Bobby Lashley doesn't have.
He would him versus Adam Page.
But he would beat Adam Page. But in AEW booking, he wouldn't though, right?
Him versus Darby Allin.
They don't.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, he should squash everybody. But
it's like it's like having Jay-Z on Raucous Records. Like, you just don't. I don't want an album of 88 Keys beats with no dealer talk on them. Right?
These beats don't sound right, and the rhymes are still dope. It don't make no sense.
Right? They know just to put Jay-Z on the Get By remix. Like, that's it. And it's so they know just keep that nigga over there with the nigga that wrestles the perfect AEW style in Shelton Benjamin. Right?
Oh God.
It makes sense. It's funny how the real hip hop nigga is really helping him, even though he's one of the most established. I've always called him the most pro wrestling looking pro wrestler. Like, he isn't for that, but he's there to be Bob Lashley and add gravitas to anything he touches. But yeah, he got to stay away from that main event because
he ain't touching.
You can't take the belt off of him.
Cause this nigga a tag team wrestler.
I thought they were winning the trios titles. I really thought they were winning.
I thought they were too. I thought they were too, and they did not. Because I actually watch AEW despite the comments telling me I don't.
But they don't. The
comments hate you.
They don't want
to. Somebody yelling at me right now.
Oh shit!
In all caps.
Don't worry
Put a dog on him. But no, it's like it'll be impossible. They don't know how to write They don't know how to write for Bob Lashley and they've never been able to book big pro wrestlers.
It's the Wardlow syndrome. I mean, it's the same situation.
But that's why they wouldn't. That's why they would never do it. I don't think they would ever do it. I think he might get a run going out with it. Like when he ready to hang up the biker drawers, you know what I'm saying? Maybe.
But also, I think that a lot of the people over there are okay with cashing checks at this point in their career. Fine, right?
This is
they're making a lot of money.
I was gonna say that this is the WCW aspect of it, where you can kind of just, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I mean it is one aspect of it. Like
it is what it is, right?
You can collect a check, and you may not be used for a couple weeks in between or whatever.
But I also think Bobby Lashley doing what he does adds value to their TV. They opened the show with them niggas this week, and it was
they care about TV now. They care about that now.
Hey.
On their TV. Yes, they put a TV show on TV every week. They care.
Is Bobby Lashley real hip hop?
No, which is the issue. That's what you meant when you was finishing on.
I was just talking about Get By and Jay-Z and all that, but I'm like, are you real hip hop or are you not? Because every time you try to not do real hip hop, like CM Punk, look what happened to you.
Yeah, see, but this is off the we're a bit off the reservation, but also you proving the conversation right and how it's been is you already don't care for it and it's not made for you, so you're not going to like it.
You keep calling them. You just said with Mercedes that they care about the people that they care about, but 100%. Now Bobby Lashley is not who. Like it's confusing. It's contradictory.
No, it's why they use him the way they use him. They don't.
So sometimes they care about TV and sometimes they don't.
No, they care about their product and they use him the way they use him because they can't use him in the way that you want him used up north. You get him. It's a guy that they know can affect stuff.
So you don't think they even give him a mid card?
I was wondering, does he get like a continental championship or something like that?
Does he break away from the Hurt Business?
That would be more Shelton to get the mid card. Because
I agree.
The mid card is like the real rap. So you get the wild workers in the mid card.
But they don't even
fit there.
But they don't even
got things Shelton Benjamin matches they need to have.
Well, I was gonna say they're not even really. He's had a couple of really dope singles matches, but he like we've been saying, they've been using them as a tag team until they start really splitting them up and saying, "Hey, let's get them for some singles titles." It kind of
they there to be together. We already know, like the thing that they were saying about, like, Mercedes is writing her own. She's booking herself, and she's the word is that the truth is that's I'm telling them they can do what they want.
No, they could do what they want, but you don't think Shelton Benjamin wants some singles matches?
Oh, we would love it.
I'm not saying we. I'm saying
him, right?
I legit think that they need another person, which would have been Cedric Alexander. To get Bobby. If you want to see Bobby Lashley somewhere other than tag team wrestling, you need another person. MVP ain't the other person.
Yeah, no Sade.
Yeah.
It's not giving tag team partner.
Yeah.
I like him as a manager more. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
it's giving manager. The Black Panther outfits have seen the days.
Yeah, I look better in mine than he looked better in his.
All right, yo.
Yeah.
Nigga.
What is happening right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why we went down this little side
I'm all
street.
like,
I'm
My
sorry.
bad.
No, I am sorry. Was there any other AEW-ish
I
conversation?
did want to ask. The one thing is, how do niggas think? That was the second part when I said I had two things.
Oh.
How do y'all think they take these titles off of her when they do?
Off of Mercedes Moné?
Just have Magneto come in and just
All right, so just take DDM off the screen. He's not answering the question.
metal.
ask Gabby. You gotta ask Gabby.
Gabby, how they take the belts off? How should they?
I don't know, because again, like, does she go on a losing streak where she just loses 12 of them bad boys in a row? Does she casually lose them? Again, it's so many ways this could be. The cat could get skinned, but like they're just not doing it properly, right? They could have her actually defend her titles, right? And not just the one time when she wins it and then when she loses it. She could actually be in these streets actually wrestling, and she's not.
That is low-key a cheat. I'm sorry, Gabby, because she technically did defend it on Wrestle Dream, but really the Wrestle Dream match for her to gain a new one. So it's interesting how those things do work.
She defends the TBS, but she doesn't defend any of the other ones.
Yeah,
Because the question becomes, like, what title can you, like, you can actively defend 12 titles? No, that's not right. That's not realistic. So the thing is, I think you got to get them all away all at once.
Okay.
What?
Antoine, Dad, and Gabby is fucking up our money.
Hey, the thing is
she ain't
Yeah,
never
this is-
come on the show.
Yeah, the timing is terrible.
if she get the ASÉ title,
You invited me, so like
we
you knew what I was
gotta-
gonna do.
we gotta holler at ASÉ to
You
talk
knew
to
it.
Mercedes if she's the ASÉ Women's Champion.
They're never gonna let us talk to her because of these.
ASÉ? I was hollering
Because of
Chris
these
Lee.
niggas.
Chris Lee.
Shout out to Chris Lee.
Shout out to Chris Lee. Another
Yeah.
amazing job on commentary.
I was gonna say we should I don't know who all's watched. It's close to midnight, but that was a phenomenal stream.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I want to say it was 10 matches total, including the pre-show stuff. And I was trying, like, I was like, was there a time where it felt like there was a lull? Did it feel like it? Nah, it was just match for match. All right, y'all done with that? Bet.
I was outside, so I missed the majority of the show.
Why?
And then when I ran it back, the screen, we was together. So we missed the majority of the show. When I ran it back, the stream stopped at the main event, Ugly Gang match. So
Shout out to homies.
Shout out to Meg.
That's a good amount, but I did see some shit. What I saw was dope.
What shit did you see? You saw TME. What other shit did you see?
That's where it stopped.
Niggas look.
Oh,
they're. I feel like they're a problem over there because
they don't.
They Bobby Lashley. They look nice, and not because of the style, but because they look like monsters.
They're two monsters. Yeah.
And I said that the first time they were there.
Yes.
No, I think we were watching that shit. You were there, and I was watching on the stream, and I said, "Yo, these niggas are huge."
There's a problem. Duke Davis and Gannon Jones, the team. Matter of fact, let me get the.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Your husband.
I'm not giving them anything. I'm a kept man. I need my husbands to be at a certain tax bracket. So no, they're not my husbands.
Did you say
Kept? KEPT.
Shout out TME. They are the inaugural ASÉ Men's Tag Team Champions. That was a dope tag match.
I want to see those belts up close too.
It's like people like. I don't know how Duke Davis hasn't got his shot. Gannon Jones either.
What you mean? Got their shot in terms of what?
Of like the most coverage they got was from being in the NWA territory. NWA championship. Outside of this, if we're talking about old school wrestling, when they talk about the prototype wrestler, that's what these motherfuckers look like.
Yes.
So not seeing them anywhere like AEW, like the feeder system when it was dark, AEW dark, not seeing them there because they were on the scene then. Not seeing them on
They wasn't over there before?
No. They ran one match. They did, but they normally the cast that you see as enhancement talent on dark were, you know what I mean, they had a few you saw them a good amount of times, you know what I'm saying?
They ran it back.
Right. You didn't see them on NWA. They just got the NWA Territory Championship this year.
Yeah.
I would expect somebody of their stature to get more shine than what they're getting, but we'll see what ASÉ do with them.
DDM said he wanted to get an up close of the titles. Again, shout out Chris Lee. He sent me this video. I'm gonna play it. It's just the titles, but I mean, these are the new ASÉ Men's Tag Team Championships.
I like it.
Yeah,
it's on brand. I like it.
100%. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I think it's interesting because one of the big pieces of news from the show, there was a note that they got after they won the match, and it was like it said Khan was here, something like that, and they said, "What that mean?" And I guess it mean beat somebody ass because they just started beating everybody ass in the ring. So, but because when you say things like they're about to be a problem, yeah, they're about to be a problem because Khan sound like he's formulating something down there that's he's going to be unstoppable. His reign is going to be ridiculous down there.
Khan said Khan has spoken.
Khan has spoken. That's what it said. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume that they're gonna run with Khan. That shit just threw me off. I don't know where the fuck I was going.
He got a body like Booker T a little bit.
I'm completely off now.
Duke Davis, you saying?
Yeah, he got a body like Booker T. Like his build, it gives Booker T a little bit.
I can understand that.
He's a taller guy.
Yes, it's
than Booker T, but he is the same like size of a guy.
Facts. Cedric Alexander, LeBron Cozone, they were battling for the number one contendership for the ASÉ Men's Championship. I didn't know there was a time limit. They got there.
They didn't.
They didn't
specify that it was a time limit.
They didn't. And they said 5 more minutes or whatever it was. And they said, "Bet, give some more time."
We only got to bring you for 2 more hours.
Facts. They got there too. I think they ended up wrestling 20 minutes.
Because who put us out? Remember they was putting niggas out when we was there last. Y'all got to get up out of here right now. We got to get these rings and everything.
Because they had to get the venue back to the people.
They said y'all got to go right now.
Yeah, y'all got to get up out of here. Because Slingshot got to get back to Slingshot now.
We got soccer. We got indoor soccer coming in here.
That whole turn into the club right after. That joint turned right into the club.
I got 6 Hennessy's. What do you want me to do with these bitches?
You couldn't have no 15, 20 more minutes. That was a dope match too. They was going ham, but for those that haven't, what they ended up doing was they said we gonna share the number one contendership. LeBron Cozone's gonna get a title match in December, And then in February at the I don't know what it's called, but I'm assuming it's their Black History Month that they've been doing show. They're going to have Cedric's going to come back and face the champion there.
So it's like
make a
it's
trip
both of
down
ours,
there.
but we just keep it at my house.
Yeah,
Facts.
over there.
Facts.
Hey,
Facts.
Lip Gloss and Ladders should make a trip down to ASÉ.
You're not wrong. You are not
now
wrong.
listen,
Since TKO didn't price this out, we might as well do something different.
I think BRP as a whole Voltron.
Hold on. Just
I wanted to be there for this.
hold on. Before my cousin
Me
and
too.
before my cousin took me to this place. This is complete sidebar. We get down to Charlotte. My cousin takes me to this place where he's like, yo, I gotta go to this pancake house, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
So we pull up, it's maybe 10 o'clock. It's probably like 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
And to get in, this is a restaurant.
A diner.
It's security out front the diner, and they pat you down to get in. I said, "Oh shit! Is this where you this is where you taking me?
You have to leave your gun at the door.
I gotta get patted down to go eat
Next time I go,
For breakfast?
I'm
going back.
For waffles?
For breakfast.
For waffles? That's crazy. You got to get patted down for waffles.
Because it's a let out spot.
It is fire. I lied to you. Nah, it is.
Was it
fire.
worth the pat down?
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
yes, it was. Them niggas was aggressive.
Yes.
Well, they got to
talking
make
about
sure
the
they got a job to do. They have a job
He's
to
talking
do.
about the waitress. He's talking about the waitress.
It was yours now. Shit.
Goddamn, man, take.
You can have it.
Shit, it's all
But,
yours.
no, it was fire. Pardon me, Cal. Go ahead. Back to you.
Nah, there was only a
Don't let
couple.
my cousin talk you into anything down Charlotte.
No, we're going out
Back
there.
to you.
We're
If that
going back
food-
there.
If that food is good, I'm shit.
It's
I
fine.
And I'm going to give me a brown
just-
skin lady too. All right, yo.
Lead Yamin in the car, and I don't know what else
Drink.
going
You
on.
in the glove box, you be straight.
I didn't go down there with a hammer.
Shout out, we were talking about Charity the Kang before. That was a dope match. That was a real dope match. It was one of the first times I seen Aaliyah James. She was mean as shit. There's look like her, Littlefoot, Savannah Evans. They're all like, we want this ASÉ Women's Championship. You know what I mean? And you could tell that they're really building that division. And the way Aaliyah James was, she was talking cash shit to Charity, and she was really but when Charity, it's one point she stomped on her, and she just started stomping on her. I was like, "Oh nah, this I like this shit." I was a fan. Again, every match the little internal stories they tell with each match are is really dope to me. Shouts out to what ASÉ's doing. Shit. Speaking of stories they tell,
wrestling is dope.
Well, they had the Dusty finish. It's the first time in a while that it's like
black people don't do Dusty.
Well, hey, I'll show you the text message. I know where the reference came from. So Billy Dixon and Darius Carter, they've been feuding for about 5 years. I think officially they stamp it as Paris is bumping when Darius came outside. This ain't wrestling. This ain't what wrestling's supposed to be. And they've been beefing ever since.
Okay.
Billy Dixon also said that he's done. July 2026. He put out a list. He said, "This is the matches I want. These are matches I want. These are people on the wrestle. I'm done after this." So I believe destroying his op and taking the title was one of the main things he wanted to do.
Did y'all see he got a match against his spouse?
I did not know.
Yeah. Later on.
Yeah,
Keep going.
I have to look into that. Yes.
Yeah.
During the match, there was a moment. Shout out to Ref Yo-Yo. She got booted. Shout out, yo. She got booted and she was knocked out. I rewatched it. Shout out to Patreon. I rewatched the match. So there's all these shenanigans going on. At one moment, Billy take the title. Bam! Hit Darius with the belt. I didn't realize Chef Yo-Yo, she was walking or she was crawling trying to get up. In the background, she has scoped the whole scene out. So by the time when the ball head ref had counted 1, 2, 3 for Billy Dixon to win, she was still trying to get her faculties. It was like, God damn, I gotta talk to some. He had bouquet of flowers, the whole Asé's in the crowd, everybody crying and shit. Yo-Yo said, she did the swipe of the neck. She said, kill that noise. He hit her with the belt go back to Darius. It was probably one of like watching the indie shows. You always want to have the people coming back and for more or whatever. It's the first time in a while I've seen them pull off something. It really felt like something I'd watched on like a NWA TV show or something like a Clash of the Champions, something like that. Like that. It was a very. The swerve was crazy. No 52 at all. And it left us with these 4 as the current champions in that company.
Fire. That's fire.
I love that image.
Yeah, that image is what it's about. That image is why I hop on these StreamYards every week. That image is Negro nuance via pro wrestling, and it's everything for me.
Facts. I'm with it. You go ASÉWrestling.com, patreon.com/ASÉWrestling. Actually, pay the $15. You can stream whatever you want over there, especially when they live. We got a lot to talk about. Gabi, you got a dip?
I do. I've been up since 3. I'm tired.
Up since 3.
My kid was sick, and
oh, not my homie.
I know that life.
He woke up at 3 and was like, "What's up?" I was like, "Oh God."
And it's been hell ever since.
And guess we're up now. Huh?
Look, where could the people find you, Gabi? Where could the people find
you?
You
can find us at Lip Gloss and Ladders.
The ops.
We are not the ops. We don't do that.
No Samoa Joe.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Shout out
You
Lip
love
Gloss
us.
and Ladders.
Y'all love us. Y'all
Hey,
love us.
it's family. Yeah. Often DDM be
Hey,
like,
B will be in town in like 20 minutes.
See?
You got to go to the low key spot and get some of these drinks. Fam know what I'm talking about.
With no shellfish.
With no selfish.
Say less.
No shellfish in Maryland?
That's
She
what
can't.
she can't.
She can't. She's allergic. It'll take her out. We don't want to do that.
So are y'all gonna see the Dudley boys tomorrow?
Oh,
I'm not.
I'm thinking about it.
Are you?
Yeah,
I text you. But I don't think so.
Thinking about my cousins when you say that.
Yeah, you're right.
CKB said no shellfish.
No
See,
shellfish.
She appreciates it.
She's so
appreciates it.
so shellfish.
all right, Gabi. Appreciate you.
I love y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you
You
very
too.
much. We'll talk to you soon. Peace. Damn, shout out. What the fuck else is happening in pro wrestling this week? Oh, goddamn.
Gabi cut her string mid-by. She
had
cut
to
that
go.
motherfucker. Bang.
That nigga said, "Buh."
She said, I am going to bed.
Bang.
I talk about being an old Black Rasslin fan. This week, was it Monday? I think it was Monday because it happened Sunday night. Word on road was Mo, one half of Men on a Mission, passed away. For those who had been following him on social media for a while, the brother, he had been having issues. He'd been in and out of the hospital. I want to say at least the last 7 years. Definitely at like COVID time, it seemed like he had a couple of situations he was in and out of and dealing with some stuff. But in talking to people about him passing, I guess I hadn't realized that there's a generation of people where Men on a Mission was the first black tag team that they saw on like a mainstream pro wrestling. There's a few people, which is dope. I mean, this would have been 93 in the WWF. I think they had a couple year run as a tag team. Y'all remember Men on a Mission? What was your memories of I mean, rest in peace to Mabel as well, but Mo and them in particular. That was you, DDM?
Yes. Can you repeat the question?
Were you were a Men on a Mission fan?
Chuck, I am not.
Back in the day, right?
Huh?
Men on a Mission, Mo and Mabel.
Okay.
Nigga, what?
What?
Yo,
Okay, no mission.
Are you smoking weed?
Mabel.
Smokies. Were
No, you
you,
wasn't news on. Sorry, Mabel.
you was a fan of Men on a Mission back in the day?
I like Mabel. I like Mabel. I like Viscera.
Viscera.
I have a Viscera action figure actually.
He might
I
be
like-
too young.
He might be
Yeah,
too
Men on-
young.
I missed them and those outfits. I'm definitely glad I missed that. But
What was the little nigga was Oscar, right?
Oscar was the rapper. Oscar.
Yeah.
Wait, shout out Vin Forte. He
that's why
mentioned
I
the
was
Subway.
M-O-M.
He was rapping.
That's why
Yeah,
I was
it was
M-O-M.
Mabel, Oscar,
Oscar,
Mo. Yes.
yeah,
They-
I like Viscera, but no, Men on a Mission. You know, it's unfortunate. I know he tried to get WWE to pay for his kidney transplant.
I saw that.
They told
I
him
saw
no.
that. Well, they said that I believe they only pay for rehab.
Yeah, they told him no, and he basically said, "Well, I'm not on drugs, and this is actually cheaper
It would be cheaper.
than rehab." And WWE said no. From a business perspective, I get why they said no, because they don't want to open up Pandora's box and then be paying for
That's a lot.
a bunch of transplants and things like that. But on the flip side of that, it doesn't look good as a company. But also too, I just feel like I think a lot of these legacy guys are still operating in the headspace of when Vince McMahon ran the company.
Well,
And
Vince
that's
told
not
what's
good.
his name though,
Yeah,
right?
it's not.
He
But-
told Dr. Death.
Yeah,
Dr. Death Steve
Yeah,
Williams.
he told
those as well.
Steve Williams no, which was JR's guy.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
But again, I
Hey,
think
hey,
that's
shout
the
out
one
to-
thing. It does make sense. It does
Shout out
make
to
sense.
Devon Dudley for calling JR a racist on the interview this week too.
I saw that he he didn't go into any detail, did he?
Did he
Not
call
like
JR
that.
racist? I didn't recall him
Yes.
called JR racist.
He said because he did that interview. It was him, Bubba Ray, and they were talking with Maven. There's
Maven,
also an interview he did for videogamer.com where he spoke on this as well. And he basically in the videogamer.com interview, almost verbatim he said, in the WWE, the Ku Klux Klan wear suits. And he was saying most of the stuff and most of the things that he experienced were behind the scenes, but he didn't go in depth. When he was speaking with Maven and them, he said, I guess I didn't wear a 10-gallon hat. And they were trying to coax him to say who it was, and someone said they said like Boomer Sooner or Go Sooners or something like that.
Yeah, Maven spilled it. Bubba did an impression of JR, and then when he said Boomer Sooner, they were like, "Oh, you said it." And but like when they were telling the story, even and this is the whip. Like Bubba was like, "Yeah, I seen that. That joint was crazy." When Bubba and I was like, I didn't expect Bubba to be like, "Yeah, I saw it." But he was like, "Yeah, no, I witnessed niggas be racist against Devon specifically," and I was like, "Ow, that is a wild confession. That is not what I would expect to see during the Dudleys on the way out."
I kind of wish Devon told the story.
It's Devon.
Well,
Devon was the same motherfucker that was talking about he ain't see color a couple years ago or some shit like that.
and he was definitely he had a whole quote about
Shit.
the multiple times that AEW tried to get him there and they wanted him to wrestle and he kept turning them down. Like he talked about Tony Khan. It's interesting to. And again, it's probably the man he is. It's probably how he operates. But I do wish, because I can't front like I don't think that he's not saying Jim Ross for a reason. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain esteem that I think goes around Jim Ross compared to some other people.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like that. I feel like because he's got to still go around in the circuit of the old timers that sign these goddamn, doing these signings or whatever, and he got to go see these people. Listen, Stone Cold is JR's number one boy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if that don't give you more pull than the fat lady drawers, I don't know what to do. So I understand why sometimes you gotta shut up. And
sometimes you gotta shut up.
yeah,
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I don't like it either.
Going.
I would say watch the interview. He does tell.
I need to watch the
He
full
tells
thing,
a bit of it. He does. It's not like he doesn't go into dates and times, but he goes into the how and why.
Yeah, I need to. I saw the clip, and when I saw the clip, I was like, I wish I had more of the context because I don't like the dancing around that stuff for no matter who it is.
It's this thing, man. Listen,
Mhm.
and I've never asked the wrestler this. I've talked to a few wrestlers, but I've never asked this. But I am sure most of, especially the niggas that are legacy wrestlers, have you had to choose wrestling over your blackness for a good part of your career for success? I'm sure the successful niggas are going to say, well, they not going to sell, right? But we'll see that answer has to be yes. That answer has to be yes, because we know what professional wrestling is, who was originally for and by.
Damn.
You know what? Can I take a step back to you asking me about the first time I saw Men on a Mission?
Yes, please.
I remember these motherfuckers was they had the vignettes, and I think it was like a train.
It was subways. Yeah, they was from the streets.
They was from the streets and shit, and I was like, oh shit, it's two fat niggas and they rapping.
And
they was like what?
Well, they did do. I watched their first match, and they definitely Oscar had the crowd doing all the hip hop parade, but they were also like, and maybe it was more Mo. They always looked like my uncles. Like no matter how old I was, they always looked like my uncle. Like they always looked like they. And I think that was their gimmick was they had done time, and now like they're positive. You know what I mean? And it was
they were positive, but they didn't have good haircuts. This is why I didn't like them, because
it was always a mohawk that was blonde.
They had bad haircuts,
and it was little mohawk,
and they had to he had to jump on, right?
Always
I hated that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, remember
why they look like the niggas that was on Meteor Man? They look like
the Golden Lords. They look like Mega Lords. They look like the big white man that was on The Last Dragon.
Oh shit! I gotta get it. Let me get the damn image.
This is why I couldn't. I didn't feel them, but I had to rock with them because nobody else was black.
Well, but that's kind of what I was getting to earlier, is because like Men on a Mission, they weren't as impactful for me as I think they were for, and I think I guess dare I say for us than for other people, because we had seen Doom.
We saw Doom.
Like we had lived through Doom, not just being like a jobber team, but like a team that was they was fighting the horse.
Like you knew that they had an actual chance.
They was taking on everybody. When I saw Men on a Mission, especially if you go back and look at the matches, like clearly, like if you go back and look at their first match, it's made for Mabel.
It's uncles,
but they're definitely Oscar and Mo look like unks. Mabel looked like the
big unk.
Young
unk just came home.
Well, this unk that's gonna get us out the hood.
But so you know what?
He was doing random spinning back kicks and shit in the match. Like I forgot his random moveset.
Yeah, he's one of the big men that didn't necessarily move like a beat, moved around. Here's the prop, like younger dudes, younger people. We know we are friends with a lot of younger guys in the space, and from time to time, my frustration with these younger guys, because they love to like just shoot shots. Oh, F that nigga, da. He's trash, he's butt, he ain't good, that nigga whack. And then when they mention, we start talking about like the legacy acts, and they don't, a lot of times they get like disregarded. Oh, that nigga was this. Listen, I'm gonna say this once. I may say it against eventually, but I have the opportunity to say it now. Is listen, I love y'all, right? I love y'all, but y'all wasn't there when the choices was low, right? And now choices like it's only one. You know, we only had 3 black. No, nigga, it was only one.
Yeah.
And we was like, yo, you see the black, yo? Yeah, yo, black, yo, hard. That's my man.
Yeah.
So in that era, it was only one. So it's tough to disregard a lot of these niggas because we were there when it really was one.
Facts. 100%. It was
Yo, and they always lost.
well,
Don't say,
Well,
remember one
know
of
who
our
was booking.
one of our random viral clips back when the Yamin was on the show. Remember we had that conversation. We kind of got to the bottom of them actually being tag team champions for like 2 days because they won the titles in London at a house show from the Quebecers, and then the Quebecers took the titles before they got back to America. So that like there's images of them with that's real. They really had them
titles,
shit.
yeah.
They really had the there are one-time WWF tag team champions, and I believe Mabel King of the Ring. That's how he got to be Sir Mo. It was King Mabel and Sir Mo.
And he held Mabel held the championship. He didn't win it. He just held that motherfucker. And there is a picture of him with the title, and I thought he was gonna beat Diesel.
Shit.
Wasn't he lined up to beat Diesel?
Well, again, in that era, you could tell that Mabel was the show. Just when Men on a Mission got let go from WWE and Mabel came back and was Viscera, Mo was still down in USWA. He never made that return back. So there probably was a thought in his brain, just like with Bad News Brown. Maybe that guy could be the champion, and that's why he would get the title. It's why they probably teased them as tag team champions overseas. They were looking to see, and who knows why they dropped the titles. But yeah, that stuff does happen. But yeah, rest in peace to Mo. Yep. Soar Wrestling, I believe his wife is still operating the Soar Wrestling out in North Texas. I want to say because he was in the news maybe 4 years ago. They did a whole interview with him about the work they were doing with young wrestlers out in North Texas. So yeah, check them out as well. He had a custom King of the Ring belt. I gotta find that. We'll look into that. This Saturday. Well, no, I don't want to get there yet. I guess we'll just couple of random WWF things happen. I mean, because we got WWF and we got NXT, and I want to talk about all of it, but not too crazy. Seth Rollins officially stripped of the title. I can't remember the last time. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but how often does the WWE have a men's battle royal to determine a number one contender?
It's rare
for anything. Jey Uso won, which means Jey Uso CM Punk November 1st, Saturday night's main event. CM Punk winning that? He finally getting the world heavyweight title?
He is.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
That's what it feels like. The Jey Uso story don't need a title for it to go. Actually, you probably need to lose for it to make more sense. Dragunov returned. I feel like it was 8 years ago. It was Friday.
He was back.
He's back. They was working too. He returned, had a banger with Sami Zayn in the U.S. Open Challenge, and won the United States Championship. I love Dragunov. My only thought was give him and Carmelo however many matches they want. Just let them run for the title for the rest of the next couple of years. I don't know.
Let Melo get his lick back.
That was they were beefing in NXT right before they both went up, right?
Yeah.
It was I think it was Dragunov, then it was the Trick Williams beef.
Yeah. Dragunov beat him. Yes.
They're also, I'm telling you, just like Cena's on the end of this championship this legacy campaign. I think they're going to be doing the same thing with AJ Styles. AJ Styles not only last week when they were in Japan, and they did a whole tribute to him in Japan. Nakamura, like he did a speech and Nakamura was translating. They all held him up. But then on Monday Night Raw, him and Dragon Lee won the tag titles from the Yamins, the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
He getting another singles title run before he leaves? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I got frozen. Sorry.
Do we think AJ Styles is going to be getting any solo title runs?
Oh no, that's not.
He should get the TNA title before he goes.
Yeah.
I like that.
He should definitely lose to Leon Slater.
They should have a match at the very least.
Yeah, I think he should lose to Leon Slater.
At the very least, they should do. Losing would be great. Having the match would be dope. That could even be a good final match.
Possibly.
That could be a good final match. Speaking of Leon Slater, he is one of the many people who will be featured at NXT Halloween Havoc.
Yes.
This Saturday. Look, it's not like it's an interesting card. I mean, there's a lot going on.
Is this on Peacock?
This will be on Peacock, yes. Peacock, Netflix internationally. And I guess that's kind of how NXT is going to be for the foreseeable future. There's a total of 6 matches on there. I mentioned Leon Slater. Him and Javon Evans are teaming up against Mr. Iguana and La Parka. It's not like there's going to be a fun match, but it's just because.
Yeah.
They're not talking anything about him and Leon Slater having running their singles match back either. So
no, but I definitely think that they're going to pair them as a team and let them run wild, which I'm not against. I was saying that a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
I think if you want somebody to take them titles off the Hardys, there you go.
Well, yeah, the Hardys just got to win this match, right? They got the Broken Rules match for the titles against Dark State. They're the Broken Hardys. They did the whole delete. That's what people wanted.
Yeah.
Remember, that's what people was asking for was the delete on WWE TV. Y'all got it. I don't know if it was fun, but
okay.
They may I think they're going to retain. I don't know if Dark State wins, but I don't know. They also again Sol Ruka is injured, and she had a match against Blake Monroe for the North American title. Zaria's taking her place as a champion.
It's a good look. I'm mad Soul is out.
Yeah.
But it's a good look for Zarya.
Zarya losing that title though.
Zarya is losing the title, and I think that's where the beef comes in with her and Sol Ruka.
That Soul gonna return as a heel, or at least return with some energy because
absolutely, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing.
It's smart storytelling, very smart storytelling,
very much.
Tatum Paxley, JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship.
Stephen A.
I can't.
Pretty much.
I can't. There's also Ethan Page, Iho Day, Dr. Wagner Jr. I'm not familiar with dude.
Ethan Page gonna win.
He's gonna win that match.
It's also gonna be a good match.
It's gonna be a good match.
That joint got a they sliding in. Maybe they moving into a another. They hopping in bed with the luchadors now. And,
you
know what I'm saying, and maybe making that connection bigger.
Two out of the 6 matches on the card do have lucha motherfuckers on it. I wouldn't be surprised at the very least if there's like a AAA show before the end of the year that they like tag team in the NXT stuff as well. Final match after that explosive segment on NXT this week. Ricky Saints is defending the NXT championship against Trick Williams.
Had a nice little promo this week.
I was a fan. I was a big fan of Trick. It's probably one of my favorite Trick promo because he's rapping, like, and he's got the ammo because he's been outside, and a lot of those boasting is facts. But Ricky was promoing his heart out as well.
Trick needed TNA.
Yes,
Trick needed to become Trick and A to do whatever he's going to do next.
Facts.
But this is the Rick that we've been expecting. This is the Rick that we needed. This is the Rick we want. This is the Rick that we was like, all right, well, he gone from over there, now he over here. Let's get it. He got it this week.
He keeping that title?
I would assume so. Yeah, it's way too early. Because if you take the title off him, I feel like you flushing him.
It's over.
That's what it would feel like he was over if you took that title off him. Now I do agree. And Trick don't need it, clearly. Let's talk about it.
It's one of them.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Trick coming, that motherfucker wearing anything with no damn shirt.
No, I tell you what, he ain't wearing a shirt.
No shirt. No shirt.
That nigga allergic to shirts.
Yeah, no.
Ha! That's you.
Stay away from me.
You do it.
Jesus Christ. Now, yeah, NXT Halloween Havoc Saturday. Fight Club is Sunday.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we back out 7 weeks, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to them. I've had a couple of conversations. One of the longer beefs that's going on between Solo Esparza and Rob. I would keep wanting to call him Rob Radke. You know what I'm saying? But big time Rob, you know what I'm saying? My first interview segment with the goddamn company, and Saul smacks Rob with the goddamn chair. I just got to back out the frame. You know what I'm saying? I got a conversation with both.
But you ain't even tell them, cuz.
What I was supposed to do, because then I was gonna be next.
He's a journalist.
I was just because it's two bald niggas with beards. I was just happy he hit the right one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Understood.
I do understand that.
But it was so my first, you know what I mean, is these two in a wild segment. So that is cool. I got a chance to have a conversation with both those gentlemen that should be dropping the next couple of days. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Congratulations on them for 6 years.
Yeah.
God dang, O'Shea and Isaiah Broner, the Hoss fight.
Woof.
You know what I mean?
Talking City Championship. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, man. It should be a fun time. It always is, man. If y'all niggas get down the road to Chevrolet, man, come through. It should be a good time. And they got Crown Roll at the bar.
There you go. Again, 6 feet deep. That's Sunday, October 26th.
Look, nigga, 6 feet deep.
I do want to listen to some Grave Diggers every time I think about the name of that show. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. To the 8, to the V, to the D.
Did y'all see? Before we get out of here,
to the Z.
Somebody asked Samantha Irvin how much time she had left on her non-compete.
Yeah,
and she said she had a year. And I thought it was interesting because there's the Andrade. We didn't talk about it last week. There's the Andrade situation going on where he debuted on AEW TV on October 1st, and he ain't been seen from ever again. And they're saying I've heard everything from 90 days to a year.
Did y'all hear?
He had a non-compete for.
Did you hear David Otunga say he think he could beat the case?
David Otunga said he looked at the contract and the clauses and said if Andrade went and sued WWE, he'd probably win because it's you can't if you're a painter and you were painting for a company and they let you go, they couldn't say you can't paint nowhere for nobody. Like it's your how you make a living at a certain point. Like,
I think it's absolutely insane. I think it's absolutely insane that Samantha Irvin has a 2-year non-complete. I just think that is insane. But here's the thing. and this is something where the world we live in impacts everything.
Mhm.
Triple H was just in the picture with Donald Trump at an announcement. The Linda McMahon is in the cabinet. Triple H, rumor has it, is trying to get more involved in politics.
That's what they're saying.
This is not like people keep looking at stuff like they keep looking at it through a lens of pre-November 5th, 2024.
Mm-hmm. Shit change.
And that's not the world we in right now.
Right.
And the reality is, yeah, Andrade, number one, Andrade, from the decisions that he's been making for the last few years and the things but he don't look like the sharpest tool in the shed anyway, if we're gonna keep it a buck. Because I don't know how you don't know you have a non-compete clause.
Yeah, somebody had to look that over with him, you would think, but
I don't know. So I don't know how you don't know you have a non-compete. I don't know how you don't know none of the stuff that's happening with your contract.
Right.
So Andrade, you're proving to me not to be smart, and also to AEW, y'all look a little crazy too, because how you didn't confirm this?
I mean, unless niggas just pull some legal, like, nah, like, and that's a possibility. It's a possibility that Andrade probably like, well, look, I'm out, I'm straight, and if somebody said, yeah, he was like, I bet.
They said you could wrestle. He said, I'm good.
And I think this might be the difference between leaving a company when it was a giant mom and pop shop to leaving a company that now is just a mega corporate entity.
Yeah, you're dealing with a different set of worms here.
Yeah, a whole different batch of line items.
It's just different.
Mm-hmm.
So you're dealing with corporate, like, for real now. Okay, you can't call Vince up or call Stephanie up and have a conversation. You're dealing with TKO, a publicly traded endeavor, all that foolishness. So it's just different. I just don't understand how you didn't know what your contract looked like, and then AEW y'all didn't do y'all homework and verify if he was there.
It's definitely odd. It's because Sean Tragedy said he thinks the difference is he doesn't understand the rules about being released and the rules about being fired. But I can understand that. But like we're saying, you would still think that he'd have his lawyer. AEW would have somebody to look at, because it's still a contractual situation. You knew that he didn't just decide to bounce. Like it was news.
It's given Andrade needs to work for non-big corporate promotions because he doesn't understand how they work, and he's starting to look like he is the issue because you're ping-ponging, you're having these different problems. So now I'm starting to look at you, Andrade, and not necessarily the companies.
Especially nobody say he got fired for a contract violation. That clause was always there. This is the first time TKO was enforcing it. WWE never did. They said they will do this going forward for all fired talent. I think you got to err on the side
that
of not
makes
messing
sense.
up legalities. It's really just is what it is.
That makes sense, and that speaks to that same thing where you left the company before, and it was ran one way. Now, the letter of the law.
And we talking about all this like Warner Brothers Discovery, the parent company that puts all the AEW stuff on TV. They ain't about to get bought up by somebody. Paramount trying to buy them, Netflix trying to buy them. Like at a certain point, AEW Dynamite could be another show that you watching live on Netflix during the week.
Just as a FYI, I'm reading that Samantha Irving's 2-year non-compete isn't the built-in non-compete. Is that she decided to leave with 2 years left on her contract. So it's not just a non-compete. You quit, and they was like, "That's fine, but you still on paper, sweetheart."
So it's a similar. It's more similar to the Andrade situation than you would actually really understand, because they didn't just. It wasn't like they were let go for just whatever or released or whatever. There was certain circumstances behind both. Was there any other news? No, yeah, we got 2 all of it. So I think, yeah, that's kind of it. Unless there's anything else I'm missing. I don't think so.
Yokozuna.
Samantha.
25
this-
What
years.
you say?
Yeah, 25 years since Yokozuna's passing.
That's crazy.
Oh wow.
25 years. I didn't know it was 25 years though.
No, 25 is actually, again, that's one of those other ones where back when we was little ones, you probably feared him more than Men on a Mission. Men on a Mission, you probably feared them because they looked like your uncle for real. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yokozuna.
But no,
Yeah,
Yokozuna.
He definitely looked like one of our uncles.
Yeah, we got a different kind of family.
He for
Polynesian side.
some Samoa, but no, he looked like he looked like my rest in peace Uncle Alan. He looked like my Uncle Alan's side of the family. Rest in peace, Uncle Alan. We got to get out of here. It is time to go.
He looked
Damn,
like
some
boy.
looked like somebody got Jonathan Grenard. He just get messed up on the field. They're checking out his ankle. Who knows what happened? We got to get out of here. Before we get out of here, there's only one question I got to ask. DDM, you got a Black Rass of the week?
I'm going to say probably Soul Ruka.
Shout out.
She look good. I like her look. Soul is really coming to her own. She's going to be a big star. But
Yeah, she looks
Facts.
good.
Facts. Get well soon. Do we know the severity of her situation?
I don't think it's that bad because they would have stripped the speed title and everything off of her.
Good
I
point.
think she just got a little jammy, and she got.
And they had this match coming up anyway, yeah. And like we were saying, it fits into the storyline. So yeah. Brother Fan?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the legend, man. Joni Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? I know all her records.
You never lie. You never lie.
Joni Mitchell. Yeah, Joni Mitchell. I think that's who they named the deodorant after.
Joni Mitchell.
In love again.
I'm gonna go with the champ, the GOAT. Never lost. Mercedes Moné.
Monet's? Shout out.
Yes, indeed. Big
Shout
money.
out. Big shit. Ultimo Moné. Brother Matthew.
Yeah, I'm going with my cousin. I'm going with my cousin, Connor Ruth. Scored his first touchdown for Tennessee State against Howard.
Oh, shout out.
Scored his first touchdown. Shout out to Cuz.
Mhm.
That's from the land. You know what I mean? It's from the land. Word. Look at me. I'm happy.
Always. Peace of the land.
Cuz.
Shout out to the land. My Black Rass of the week is typical, but there's actually a reason. My Black Rass of the week is Too Cold Scorpio, primarily because his birthday is Saturday. I didn't realize him and Buff Bagwell had like pieced it up. They did a whole video on Buff Bagwell's channel where it's literally like Buff learning about his former tag team partner for the first time. He was telling him all types of stuff that Buff didn't know. Too Cold said he's retiring after this year. It kind of makes sense. I believe he's about to be 60 or he's turned. So like, you know, it makes sense. But he's been moving. But yeah, he said because he started his career 80 sometime in like late 85. He was saying so. That's 4 decades. I mean, he's put that time in. Shouts out to him. Happy early birthday to Too Cold Scorpio. We got to get out of here. DDM, where can the people find you on them social media, sir?
You can find me at Dapper Damitis on socials, youtube.com/Secretary of Shade.
Stay educated. Brother Fan?
You can find me on all social medias at IlFam79. And just remember, yo, that album that you love, it's good, but it ain't a classic.
It ain't all that. Brother Math? Stoneface Show. I'm at Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin, everywhere else. BlackRasslin.com is a website, and as always, you can find Black Rasslin on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Really, just Google your favorite podcast. We should be there. YouTube.com/Black Rasslin. Every Thursday night, 8:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're giving you 5 mics of podcasting excellence, wrestling, and entertainment. I forget the rest of the way I said it. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Pay that $1, pay that $10 to get all the copyright we don't put over here. Pay that $11, please. Again, I watched a bunch of Too Cold Scorpio, but I watched a bunch of other stuff over there. Check the stuff that is going to be going up over the weekend. That's it for us this week. Shout out Gabi for coming through and talking some Último Moné and other things with us. Lip Gloss and Ladders. Go check them out.
Shout out to Mr. D too. I seen he had an event this week that just passed. Shout out to him.
Shout out Mr. D. Peace.
Shout out Mimi.
D. Shout out Mimi. Always. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Mimi. Shout out G Dad. I saw G Dad in the chat earlier. I didn't shout him out. Love y'all.
The Bulls.
We'll catch. Piece of the Bulls. Pay to see math on the Bulls. It's fun. Yeah, that last Bulls was actually very interesting. Good time. Good times are always. Hey, go over there and check them.
Oh yeah, coming around here. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna sing the song, but I ain't gonna really sing the song. I'm just gonna lip sync to my song. And I'm just gonna
Future shock. We out of here. DDM, please take us out.
Isn't it ironic? All you wanted to do is so chronic. But then you forgot when you were down who was around. I can't eat, I can't sleep anymore. Waiting for love to walk through the door.